from the Arkansas Sports Network. This is the moment all these athletes have worked for all season long. High stakes, high energy, and the best talent in the state. And it's all coming together for one goal. Live from the Arkansas Sports Network, we're proud to present the 1A State Baseball Tournament. ASN, the pursuit of a title, starts right now. This broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Metcalf Trunking Company, and by Premier Facilities Group.
Welcome into another presentation of 1A State Baseball. We're here for the first matchup of the day between Mount Ida and Guy Perkins. Today we are here for the quarterfinal matchups. We had day one yesterday taking place here at the University of the Ozarks and at Scranton High School. I'm going to be your host today, Caden Hauser. First pitch is scheduled for 10 a.m., so we're going to get started here in just a bit. Stepping into the box first will be number 5, Owen Glover, left fielder for this Guy Perkins squad. First pitch is high for a ball.
Well, that's the whole point. Good work. My son's team.
As a 2-0 count now facing him for the leadoff batter. That's going to go too low. On the mound is going to be number 10, Eli McCullough. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to start today's ball game. Easy base runner. And now with one on, no outs, it's going to bring up Cardin Foster. First pitch is high. Check to first, not in time. Next pitch, can't find the zone, 2-0. Check to first, not in time. Making sure runner holds tight over there, not trying to give up a stolen base, but a runner in scoring position with no outs. Three-one is your count now. About to work the second walk of the day. Thunderbirds are disciplined eyes. That's too high as well. That's back-to-back walks. Guy Perkins has something brewing early here in this first inning, and there's already going to be a mound visit for Mount Ida. Let's try to get this pitcher settled down. We have 2 on with no out. A mound visit being held for Mount Ida. Eli McCullough is the one on the mound. The pitcher for this Mount Ida Lions squad. After the mound visit, we return. Up to the plate is going to be Uriah Forther for this Guy Perkins squad. First pitch he sees is too high. McCullough seeming like he's struggling early on to keep the pitches within the zone, of course, giving up back-to-back walks, but they're all traveling high, maybe releasing a little too early. That one goes low, skips over the plate, 2-0.
Why is the arm?
3-0 now. That pitch is a little high, but going to be rewarded a strike from the home plate umpire. 3-1. Swing and a miss there. Counts full, 3-2. And a full count with 2 runners on. Mount Ida facing some early trouble. Swing and a miss there. Good job by Eli McCall to battle back from facing quite the deficit in that count. 3-0, and then battles back. Records the first out of the inning, and it's huge. That brings up Peyton Pierce.
Sorry about that, guys. Got the visual fixed. Thanks to Caden for holding the fort down while I was getting that taken care of. Got a great day of basketball coming to you from the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll be streaming this and softball.
Hard hit ball sent down the first base line. That's going to round in a run. That's going to extend another runner to third with no one covering. And Pierce will advance to second with no contest. That'll be an RBI single. Just like that, Guy Perkins jumps out to an early lead. That all comes off 2 early walks given up by McAuliffe. And now they have 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out. And that brings up Garrett Thorne. Garrett Thompson, excuse me. This one hit up the middle. Throw to first. Scooping in time. Great play by first baseman. That's number 16, Jake Gaston. Good scoop over there on the bag to keep that from reaching on an error. Another run does come in to score, though, for Guy Perkins. Now it's going to be Ethan Savoy. First pitch strike.
Got a light breeze, pretty cloud cover. 70 degrees right now, according to the weather.
And we got a 1-1 count with these two outs. 2 runs to none. Check swing, and he went 0-2. First time McCullough in this first inning has gained a real big advantage in a count. Now, if you're Savoy, you got to choke up on the bat and try to put something in play, and he can't there as that's strike 3 swinging. That takes us into the end of the top of the first, but not before the Thunderbirds put some runs on the board, scoring 2. That'll take us to the bottom of the first, where we'll see the Mount Ida Lions at the plate for the first time today. This is the 1A State Baseball Tournament on Arkansas Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
It's so hot, you're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Back for the bottom of the first inning. This is going to be the first plate appearances for the Mount Ida Lions. Excited to see what this squad can bring after giving up a couple runs there. And now on the mound is going to be number 22, Uriah Fortner. He's batting in the 3-hole for Guy Perkins. He's going to be crucial for this squad. First pitch is put in play. Throw is way too high from the third baseman, and Jackson White, on the first pitch he sees, is going to get all the way around to third. That's a great start for this Lion ball club. They gave up those 2 runs, but just like that, get a hard hit ball to third and an overthrow. It's going to be recorded as the first error of the day. And now Mount Ida has a runner on third with no outs, and it's going to bring up Jackson Gaston. First pitch to Gaston goes too far outside and high. One 0 count. That pitch finds the zone. Yesterday, we didn't see either of these teams here at the University of the Ozarks. 2 completely new ball clubs.
They were over at Scranton on their stream.
This one's hard hitting to left field. That's a beautiful base knock, and that's going to bring in the first run of the day for Mount Ida. They chip right into that lead that they gave up in the top of the first, making the score of this one 2-1. Now, number 12, Kane McCullough coming up to the plate. Presumptive brother of the pitcher, Eli McCullough, who's on deck. First pitch strike delivered from Fortner.
If you know if they're brothers or not, go ahead and drop it down in the comments section for us. We got a little chat going on. Tell us who you watching.
Check to first, not in time.
Try and give you a shout out.
First pitch here for this ball game was at 10 a.m. That's a strike delivered at a free stolen base there for Jake Gaston, first of the day. To say here yesterday at the University of the Ozarks, to say the games we had were exciting was an understatement. Had everything you could hope for, had games going into the seventh inning to close it out, had run rules. Anything you could think of, we saw it yesterday in our 4 games here at Lonnie R. Qualls Field. 2-2 count now, no outs, runner on second, 1 run already brought in the inning.
You can find all those games over on the Arkansas Sports Network YouTube and Facebook pages if you want to go back and watch those again.
This one hard hit for the second. They're going to hold the runner at third. No need to test it, especially with no outs. And now you have runners in the corners. That's going to bring up Eli McCullough. I have to assume at the start of today's game, this is going to be a high-scoring affair. 2-1 was the final score of our first game yesterday between Armorel and Columbia Christian. They've already reached that total in the first inning. That's a first pitch strike delivered to Eli McCullough.
Yeah, in that game you're talking about, big upset. Number 4 seed take over the number 1 in that game.
Columbia Christian, they'll compete here again today. Runners on the go, throw to second. Just a little short, not in time. That'll be a stolen base for Kane McCullough. Yeah, they have 2 runners in scoring position, sitting at second and third. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside the zone. 1-2. Next pitch just can't find the zone. Similar location, just not swung on. 2-2. Now the double play is out of possibility. Anything into the outfield is most likely going to bring in a run. Possibly 2. That can bring in a run as that's going to skip past the runner heading to third. Throw to first in time. Second out of the inning. Also the second run for Mount Ida. Ties this game up at 2-2 in the first.
That's 1 out for the inning, but that does get Mount Ida an extra run as we reset the count.
That'll be a first pitch strike delivered there to Andy Black. He's batting in the 5 spot today for Mount Ida. Thinks about bunting, pulls back. 1-1. Got a runner on third. That's number 12, Kane McCullough. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. They do lay down the bunt, and man, did it have some spin on it as it gets down perfectly. And that brings in a run. Big ovation from the crowd. That was a funky landing off the bat there. Kind of just died out on the turfed dirt. You really don't see much like that. That was very peculiar. But Andy Black's not going to complain as he now has an RBI single. 3-2 is your score. Chris Durrell at the plate. Runner goes, throw down. It's going to be too high. Another stolen base for Mount Ida, putting another runner in scoring position. Count here is 1-0.
Have it wrong on the board there. The back of center field.
The 1-1 skips in the dirt, 2-1. Now 2-0.
Yes. See, you did the same thing I
Yep.
would have done.
There we go. Now we got it fixed.
They're watching.
Yeah, they're a big part of what I'm doing here. I'm looking off their calls on that board pretty often. Now we got a 2-1 count.
22's name is pronounced Uriah, says Sandra Fortner. And Janice Bassett says, yes, they are brothers. Caleb Woodfield agrees. They are brothers.
That pitch popped up, sent down to third base line, going to get out of play. So it is number 22, Uriah Fortner on the mound for Guy Perkins. He has one out here with a 2-2 count facing Chris Durrell. Swing and a miss there. There's the first strikeout of the day for Guy Perkins. And now they have 2 outs on the board. Mount Ida keeps their runner on second. And it's going to bring up the 7-hole hitter in Buck Miller. Apologies if I continue to pronounce any names wrong here. We are not given a pronunciation sheet. Just lineups.
We're definitely not perfect, but we're always open to having you correct us down there in the chat.
Very humble. There we go. One
Yeah.
strike and 2 outs.
Well, think about how many games we've done over the years. I mean, and
See lots
how
of names.
many kids you see and how many different ways they're spelled and pronounced.
That pitch swung on high and foul. 0-2.
Hit the bat. At least it didn't come back here. That's good.
Hoping for none of that luck that we had yesterday.
My goodness. I couldn't even see it hardly. Glad we fixed the tent though.
Runners on the go. This one's sent high, just trailing behind second base. Center fielder's going to come in to make the grab. And that'll take us to the end of 1. At the end of 1, Mount Ida strikes with 3 runs in the bottom of the first, not before Guy Perkins got 2 runs in the top. 3-2 is your score heading into the top of the second, favoring Mount Ida. And we'll be back here on Arkansas Sports Network with the 1A State Baseball Tournament.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
Back here at the 1A State Baseball Tournament, at the University of the Ozarks. Caden, we had a couple balls hit to the deep field yesterday. Think anybody's going to be able to do it today?
Yeah, we only had 2 yesterday hit out there on that left field wall, one without a bounce, and that was in our latter day games. And now we're here, first game of the day. And I do think we're going to have some out there because some of the same teams are competing today. And with these pitchers, of course, as you get deeper in the tournament, you're going to throw better arms that can throw faster. Henceforth, it's going to be balls that are hit deeper into that outfield. And there's
Just
one
like
sent.
that one.
That one's sent to the outfield, right
Mm.
to that U of O logo out there in center. Nice grab made. Now it's going to bring up number 20 to the plate, Cooper Wilson.
Looks like a can of corn on that one.
And we didn't see too much pull to the right field side yesterday. No balls got over the right fielder's head at all yesterday. In all 4 games we called, it was all to left field. A lot of pull hitters. And this one chopped to second, throw to first. In time. 2 quick outs for Mount Ida.
Looks like it could be a short second inning.
After it always does contrast, these teams do really good in the first and then kind of get settled down to start the second inning. Bats might not be as hot. But Mount Ida, they put up 3 runs and they have 2 quick outs. If they get their bats back up that quickly, they definitely still have a chance. That can be out number 3 on just, I believe, 4 pitches.
Wow.
A 4-pitch inning for Mount Ida. And that takes us to the middle of the second inning. A 0 posted for Guy Perkins. Mount Ida gets their bats back up as they lead 3-2 here at the 1A State Baseball Tournament on Arkansas Sports Network.
Really great defense from Mount Ida. I mean, that's what you need if you're trying to keep the lead that you have. We're going to go ahead and take us to a break. We'll be right back right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Don't go away.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
It's so hot, you're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc. Little town, big dealership, okay? And I asked myself, what is it? Is it the pricing? Yes, the pricing. You can get one of these nice vehicles for not a lot of money. Don't be a loser. Follow us on Facebook, d3autosales.com.
Coming back here at the 1A State Baseball Tournament as we are 1-0.
Now 1-1 here. Number 64, Ty Spear, batting in the 8th spot today for Mount Ida. We'll get their lineup to flip over at the tail of this batting stint. That's going to be a quick first out. Take it to the bag by the Thunderbirds. 1 out on the board. This could be a very, very quick second inning.
Now batting number 10-4, Levi Weston.
Rounding out the lineup for the Lions is Levi Weston. That one's fouled back and away.
Second try.
0-1 with 1 out. Next delivery. Sent it down to left field, foul, and it's going to get out of play. 0-2. Watch out, Aaron.
I've already got my PTSD going.
Oh, looky there. That one just hit one here in front of us from softball. Hit one of the fans here at baseball.
And softball's right behind us. So, my goodness.
It happened simultaneously. Baseball had one go foul back into the soccer field, and softball had one come back into the baseball field. Just making loops.
Guy looks fine. Got surprised by it as it's right behind us.
0-2 count now with one out. This one's sent on a dribbler to third, and he can't make the grab cleanly. Struggles from third base so far for the Thunderbirds. It's number 8, Cade Cox. He lines out that lineup, batting in the 9 hole. Two early errors over there at third. First pitch strike now delivered to number 3, Jackson White, the leadoff hitter for this Mount Ida Ball Club.
Got 100 live devices. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Swing and a miss there, big cut.
Go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you would like to become a member and get all of our content or more of our content because you like what you see here, you can hit that join button right after hitting subscribe. Looked like he was going to try and throw the ball to first. Runner came back.
1-2 is your count. Runners on the go. Fouled back our way. Aaron a little antsy.
I'm ready for it now.
You know, if I'm being truly honest, I don't think they can do that again today because, I mean, that was
That was,
perfectly
yeah,
placed.
it was perfect. Hit me square in the chest. I mean, it missed all the equipment, didn't touch anything, not even the tent.
I mean, if they do that again, then I guess it's just a sign. Hot shot sent to first, and that's going to be a double play. Take us to the end of the inning. Little momentum shifter here for Mount Ida as Guy Perkins picks up a huge double play, gets them out of the second. Zeros posted on both sides, and then we'll be back for the top of the third.
Gonna send it out to a bumper, and we'll be right back. You're watching the 1A State Baseball Tournament right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Back for the top of the third inning. Mount Ida still holds their 3-2 lead. Very quick second inning. I believe it was a 20-minute plus first, and we're sitting at 10:31 on time here heading into the top of the third. Mount Ida, they were out here last time on defense. They had a 4-pitch inning, took care of Guy Perkins, the quickest we've seen at this tournament so far. And now taking the plate for Guy Perkins will be their leadoff hitter, number 5, Owen Glover.
Got a slight breeze in the air in favor of defense as we go 1-0.
Eli McAuliffe, the pitcher for Mount Ida, has settled in after that wobbly start. This one a chopper that he can't grab. It goes to second, throw in time. Great play there by Chris Dorrell. Being able to get to that, get it out of the glove quick, and make an on-target throw, kind of leading away from the bag. picks up the first out of the top of the third. Number 6, Carden Foster will take the plate for the Thunderbirds. Swings on one, sends it to center field. And it's grabbed out there, second out, and we're 3 pitches in again, and we already have 2 outs for Mount Ida. Guy Perkins is jumping all over first and second pitches.
Now batting number 22, Uriah.
Number 22, Uriah Fortner, the pitcher, up to the plate. He offers at the first one he sees, sent to third. Throw to first, in time. And that is back-to-back 4-pitch innings for Mount Ida.
They really got a great pitcher there.
Putting contact in play, Guy Perkins is. It's just they're not getting results. 8 pitches for the last 2 innings for Mount Ida. That's super impressive. Takes us to the middle of the third here on Arkansas Sports Network.
We'll be back with more action. Stay right here. You don't want to miss a thing.
Everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc, d3autosales.com.
Back here at the 1A State Baseball Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network. Hey, if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to give us a little bit of a donation, a little bit of a coffee or maybe a donut or something, you can send us a Cash App over at hashtag AR Sportsnet up there in the corner, hashtag AR Sportsnet. We'll give you a shout out. All those good things. If you're out there in the chat, we'll give you a shout out as well. We said, let's see. We've got number 13 for Mount Ida's. Chris's last name is pronounced Chris Darrell.
Darrell.
Darrell,
That's
thank
how I was
you.
saying it at first, and I second guessed myself.
Right? I mean, some of those that have some weird vowel combinations or even weird vowel consonant combinations, you can kind of go either way
Yeah,
on.
I had
You're never
Darrell.
right,
I had
almost ever.
Darrell in the first 2 innings and third inning. I was like, oh, let me try Doral and see if that sounds better off the tongue. And
Well, we want to say thank you to Caleb Woodfield. And again, if we're wrong on anything, we don't mind being called out down in the chat. But we want to say thank you to our 100 live devices, both on Facebook and YouTube. If you know somebody who's missing the action, you can let them know.
first pitch put in play here in the bottom of the third. Throw to first in time. That was number 16, Jake Gaston at the plate, and it was short-lived. Now it's going to bring up number 12, the 3-hole hitter, Kane McAuliffe. And ever since this first inning, this game is moving at lightning speed. That's a first pitch straight delivered to McAuliffe. Foul tip sent back 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Sent high in the sky and foul. Back behind third base. Count stays the same.
Just over the light post there. He got it pretty high.
Yeah. Good contact, just miscalculated. That's going to be strike 3 on a breaking ball. Drops in. Another strikeout for Guy Perkins. That's a quick 2 outs. That's going to bring up Kane's brother, Eli McCullough. First pitch he sees is too high.
Number 10.
Looks like we're going to have a couple of quick games here.
Second pitch sent foul to third base. That goes too high. An errant throw from home. 2-1. That's your count. A foul ball. 2-2. With 2 outs and 2 strikes, you really got to protect. Want to extend the inning. Guy Perkins wanting to get off the mound, of course, as they trail by 1. Right field playing fairly deep here in this park, so is left. Strike 3, swinging on a full count, takes us to the end of the third. Back-to-back very quick innings, takes us to the fourth.
Yeah, and another great day for baseball. Currently have 70 degrees. We got a breeze in favor of the defense right now as it's right in our faces. We're trying to get you center cam. We got our man Brad Caldwell out there. Got everyone here today. Got softball going on behind us. Looks like it's 2-0. Not sure who's playing out there as we get Mount Ida here for defense. Think we're gonna have another quick one from them.
It seems to be that way after these past 2 innings. It seems like both teams have absolutely been dialed in defensively and filling up the zone, strikes on both sides. So
Got number 10 up to pitch.
neither team is afraid to put them in the zone and let their defense back them up.
Defense got a lot of work cut out for them, but it's working for them right now. We're playing some good music here in the ballparks. I want to say thank you to the University of Arkansas and Scranton for helping us out, letting us stream this as they're putting it on. Presented by Centennial Bank at the AAA.
Now for the top of the fourth, Guy Perkins back up to the plate. He's going to bring up Peyton Pierce. He picked up an RBI single in his last at bat. And he will take a first pitch ball. 1-0 goes too high.
Let us know who you're watching. Comment down below, and we'll try to get to those. Shout you out.
3-0 count now. Big key for a lot of these teams today, not just in this game, is there's going to be putting strikes in the zone because that's a 4-pitch walk, and that's the last thing you want to give up. You'd rather give them a chance to hit, honestly, than just giving up 4 free pitches.
Number 41, Garrett Thompson.
3-2 is your score with a runner on first for Guy Perkins. That one goes high. 1-0. Sure it'll be a adjustment coming from Scranton over to here, a lot bigger park. A roughly 20-foot extension on that left field wall. And it's already deep. There's a strike delivered 1-1. If someone were to hit a park in this home run today, I would be thoroughly surprised.
We were talking about it yesterday. Brad tried to hit it on a 30-inch bat just by himself with a cherry pitch.
This one fouled back up and over our head.
We'll have to be a little more on edge.
Now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just saw our own Brad Caldwell out there in center field trying to get our camera up. Check to first, not in time. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. That's going to be the first out of this top of the 4th. It's going to bring up number 7, Ethan Savoy. Pitch goes high. 1-0. They got the one runner on. And with 1 out, you want to avoid the double play. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to steal second here. They keep him checked on first as they do again there. I wonder how adamant they'll be to test that catcher's arm there at home plate as that drops in first strike. The 1-1. Too high, 2-1. Check to first again, and he gets him. Beautiful pickoff move there from Eli McCullough. Smooth as butter over there, checking to first. And that gives their second out now, and he has a 2-1 count facing Ethan Savoy. That's fouled back, 2-2. Too far outside, full count. Runner was going to be on the move here anyway. Now the runner retired. That skips in the dirt. Now we have a full count. All right, now that I thought I was right. I thought that was ball 4. Scoreboard was just 1 pitch behind. I figured he had a free bag.
Oh.
I got 1 runner on with Garrett Fisher up to the plate. 2 outs. Fisher batting in the 7 spot today. And a pinch runner is going to be brought on.
Garrett Fisher.
It's going to be number 18. This one's sent to center field, backing up on it, making the grab, and that'll be out number 3. Nice grab out there in the lonesome center field alley. Now that takes us to the middle of the 4th, and Mount Ida still holds their 3-2 lead with their bats back up.
Yeah, we're going to go to another quick break. We'll be right back here with all your coverage of the 1A state baseball tournament right here from the University of the Ozarks.
Everybody's everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Back for the bottom of the fourth, Mount Ida gets their bats back up. Uriah Fortner remains on the mound for Guy Perkins. It's going to be number 7, Andy Black, at the plate for the Lions. Hard hit ball sent between short and third. That's going to be a leadoff base hit. Puts a runner on with no outs. And that brings up number 13, Chris Durrell.
And that is number 13, Chris Lorena.
PA announcer had a stutter with it too, making sure he was getting it right. Throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base for Andy Black. Hard hit bunt sent down the first base line and foul. Pitch can't find the zone, just a bit too outside. One-two count, runner on second. That's Andy Black. That skips in the dirt. Nice job behind home plate to keep that in front. Yeah, delivery can't find the zone. Count is full. And that'll be ball 4 on a full count. Guy Perkins getting into a little bit of a sticky situation here in the bottom of the fourth as they have 2 runners on with no outs. And that's going to bring forth a mound visit.
Definitely not something you want if you're Guy Perkins, but everything you want since you're all the way up is Mount Ida is with 3-2. Got 120 live devices. Want to thank everybody for showing up today. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And then if you want to catch all the rest of the games in the 1A state tournament, turn on that notification bell and select all. You will be notified the moment we go live. We'll be cutting it in between each game and starting over fresh. So you don't want to miss any action if you're trying to keep up with all of that. And then we've also got softball on our Arkansas Sports Network High School, if that's what you're looking for.
It's a chopper sent down the third base line and foul.
Gonna get bases loaded here.
So I'm going to send Buck Miller back to the plate. It's going to be first and second. Miller tries to lay down a bunt, and it's caught barehanded by Ethan Savoy. I mean, that was a great heads-up play, being able to catch that barehanded on the weak contact, even with the catcher's mask still on. And now number 64, Ty Spear, takes the plate. Swing and a miss high. This one's sent into the gap in right left center. Almost making a great grab is the center fielder. Just slips out of the glove. And that's going to bring around a run. That's going to be number 7, Andy Black, coming around to score. Mount Ida extends their lead 4-2. And base runners both now in scoring position at second and third. That's an RBI double for that's an RBI double for Ty Spear. And it's going to bring up Levi Watson. There. 0-1 count. Runners on second and third.
With only 1 out.
Foul ball sent back our way. Going to take a big bounce.
Bounced all the way up here from the ground. So we get an 0-2 count.
This one's sent back to the mound, taken by Fortner. Throws a little high, but they get the step on the bag. Another run comes in to score. Lead extended 5-2. And now just a lone runner on third as the lineup flips over at number 3, Jackson White will take the plate. Perkins now in a 3-run deficit. 5 hits to 1 on the scorecard. This one sent to short, taken on a hop. Throw to first in time. That takes us to the end of the 4th inning, but not before Mount Ida puts 2 more runs on the board. 5-2 is their lead heading into the top of the 5th.
Alrighty, that's going to be it for us during this inning. We'll be right back right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We're going to take you out to a break.
Everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc. Little town, big dealership, okay? And I asked myself, what is it? Is it the pricing? Yes, the pricing. You can get one of these nice vehicles for not a lot of money. Don't be a loser. Follow us on Facebook, d3autosales.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, Brad Caldwell getting us our camera set back up.
It's the top of the fifth. Guy Perkins is at the plate. And that's a hard hit ball sent to right field, and that'll be a base knock for number 20, Cooper Wilson. That's a leadoff base hit, and it's going to bring up the third baseman, number 8, Cade Cox, who rounds out this Thunderbird lineup. Mount Ina just looking to maintain their lead at this point as we're through 4 fairly quickly, and it's 3 consecutive scoreless innings for this Guy Perkins ball club. Throw down to second. Can't get the tag. That's a stolen base.
There's your visual. 1-0 count with a stolen base for Guy Perkins. Definitely what they need to get started.
That goes too high and over the head. Runner in scoring position with no outs. I have to say early on, I hope this can continue. Praise God for this cloud cover, because if we get that sun out when it's hotter later, we're going to be in some trouble. But right now,
Don't speak it into existence.
this cloud cover with this wind feels phenomenal here at the park. Outfielders and infielders don't have to worry too much about any pop flies getting lost in the sun.
You got
Chopper sent over the McAuliffe's head, throw to first in time. Another good play made there by Chris Durrell at second. And that's the first out of the inning. Runner does advance to third. So now with just 1 out, leadoff hitter Owen Glover is up to the plate.
got Cade Jackson says Ida's catcher has a pea shooter.
Interesting. This is sent, and it's going to stay fair. Throw home, not in time, and Guy Perkins is going to pick up a run. That's a tough spot there for Jake Gaston. You could have let that ball try to roll foul. And run does come in to score. So now 5-3 is the tally. And number 6, Carden Foster takes the plate. Thinks about offering, but doesn't.
1-1 with 2 outs.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Got lots of games on the horizon today. 3 more after this one.
Do you know who we got next?
I do not. High chopper sent in play. Throw not in time. Good job by Foster to run that out. Just a little dribbler sitting down that third base line to where it's about even leeway for the catcher, third baseman, and pitcher all to get to it.
Now batting, number 22, Uriah Fortner.
Fortner will take the mound after this inning, but currently he takes the plate. Strike delivered there. 0-1 is the count. It goes too far outside. 1-1. Perkins could potentially be in stolen base territory here. Wouldn't be a bad decision to run with 2 outs. Try to get someone in scoring position. This is fouled back, going to head into softball.
That landed in their field. We had one of those yesterday from softball land in our field.
Swing and a miss there. That's going to be out number 3 on 3 strikes for Guy Perkins. They do bring in a solo run, pushes our score 5-3. Also trailing 5-3 in the hit column. Guy Perkins has 3 errors to Mount Ida's 1. Heading into the bottom of the 5th, Mount Ida holds that 5-3 lead.
We're going to go to a break as we'll get you the bottom of the 5th. If you like what you're seeing here and you'd like to make a little donation, give us a cup of coffee so we can keep the lights on. You can Cash App us at hashtag AR Sportsnet. That's AR Sportsnet. We'll give you a shout out, all that good stuff. If you're down in the comment section, we'll try to give you a shout out down there. Thank you to all 120 live devices. We'll be back right after these messages on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Bottom of the 5th, Jake Gaston will be the leadoff batter for Mount Ida. Fortner remains on the mound.
One run by Guy Perkins last top of the inning.
This one sent foul down the first base line. 0-2. Just reaching over an hour on game time. 11:06 is the time. First pitch was at 10. This one fouled back behind home plate.
Right into the soccer field. We had a couple of quick innings there.
1-2 delivery. Put in play to first base, taking on a bounce into the bag. That'll be a quick out number 1. After Gaston is going to fall to the 4-hole hitter and number 12, Kane McAuliffe.
Michael asks if there's a way to watch the 6A going on in Fayetteville. I'm not sure. They probably have their own stream going on over there, but we're just doing the 1A.
One ball, no strikes now to McAuliffe.
Two balls. There's the count goes 2-0.
This one's sent high into center field. Going to be taken by left field. Grab is made. Out number 2.
Now batting number 10, Eli McCullough.
First pitch delivered is in for a strike. Guy Perkins can rally a 1-2-3 inning here. Hard foul ball sent down the first base line. Now we got 0-2. Swing and a miss there. 3 pitches, 3 strikes delivered there to McAuliffe, and he'll be back on the mound for the top of the 6th. Mount Ida still holds that 5-3 lead, but Guy Perkins broke through after 3 scoreless innings in the top of the 5th, putting on 1 run. They'll be back for the top of the 6th, trying to cut into this 2-run deficit.
What are we hoping to see out of Mount Ida this round? I mean, you're getting in there, you're not doing as many pitches, so you gotta, at least be staying loose.
Yeah, pitcher's got to stay dominant on the mound, trust his stuff, stay confident in your pitches, make sure that you're not going to give up the 2-run lead that you've built through 5 innings so hard to maintain in state baseball. And now it's just protect. Our offense has done their work, and I'm sure teams at this stage don't want to use more pitchers than they have to. They will have to play again. Whoever wins in the semifinal. Winner of that heads to the state final, of course. So now for Mount Ida, it's all protect your lead.
Looks like number 3 for Guy Perkins is gonna be up batting first at the top of the 6th inning. Got 130 live devices. Thank you guys. Again, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you want to catch all the 1A state tournament stuff, we'll be over here. If you're looking for softball, it's over on Arkansas Sports Network high school page. It's a different YouTube and Facebook page. You can catch us here on YouTube and Facebook as we get started with the top of the 6th inning.
Now, leading off will be number 3, Peyton Pierce, hitting in the 4 spot today. An RBI double in his first plate appearance. That skips behind home plate. 2-0. Just 6 outs remain for Guy Perkins to get these 2 runs back. That pitch can't find the zone. 3-0. 4-pitch walks are the worst enemy of all defenses. Batter didn't even take the bat off their shoulders. And Pierce won't have to do that there as he works one of those infamous 4-pitch walks. Now Guy Perkins gets a runner on, and the tying run is at the plate in number 21, Garrett Thompson.
Now batting number 21, Garrett.
Check to first. He's back in time. McAuliffe had a beautiful pickoff earlier in this game. That pitch goes too high. Guy Perkins is going to be trying to extend runners as best they can. We got some sun squeezing through here at the ballpark. Another check to first. Strike one delivered, 1-1 count. This one's sent on a line to right field. Take it in. It'll be out number 1 for Mount Ida. Good hit ball, just couldn't find some green grass. And now number 7, Ethan Savoy, takes the plate. Check, not in time. Really trying to hold that runner. Guy Perkins now really urgent to advance to avoid that double play opportunity.
Just heard Coach tell him earlier to not be so far off the base. So it looks like I'm trying to do something to stop him from getting out.
That goes too high. So our very own Brad Caldwell working in center field again.
He is everywhere,
Trying to get us that center field cam.
so he can get you a shot behind the pitcher. Hopefully we can get to that here soon. Takes about, I don't know, 10 minutes to walk from here back over that way.
Strike number 1 delivered. 2-1 count to Savoy.
Looks like he's got it up. I'll see if
Foul ball sent back.
right into the stands, just at the top. Lady almost got hit.
Gonna clash over here. Yeah, right in the stands, right by some Mount Ida faithful. Now a 2-2 count with 1 out. Runner might be urgent to go. He doesn't. Count goes full.
Might be helpful if I plug that all the way in. There's that shot. He's trying to get it set up there.
That'll be ball 4. Tying run is now on first. Leading run at the plate in number 30, Garrett Fisher.
Only 1 out, but you got a guy in scoring position and a runner on first. Mount Ida wants to hold their lead. They're going to have to change up some pitches.
That goes outside 1-0. Really have to protect here. Kind of worked yourself into a jam, but also if you get weak contact in the infield, that is a double play opportunity because you can tag at any bag. Now you got a 1-1 count with 1 out. The check, not in time.
Good look as he was kind of a little far there from the bag.
Next delivery too high. Outside.
There's our picture from right behind the mound.
That goes two inside. 3-1. In jeopardy of loading the bases. Number 20, Cooper Wilson on deck, will head to the plate. With the bases loaded, leading run is now on first. Mount Ida is going to have a mound visit, and we might see a pitching change.
Great shot there behind the mound. Thank you, Brad Caldwell, for getting that together. Again, if you like what you see in here, want to give us a cup of coffee, we'll get you a shout out. You can Cash App us at hashtag AR Sportsnet. That's AR Sportsnet.
In the pitch for Mount Ida, number 16, Jake Gaston.
2-hole hitter Jake Gaston will be the one to take the mound for Mount Ida.
Finishing with 7 pitches. 7.
Eli McCullough had 77 pitches to finish the game.
I don't know much about high school baseball. Do they change pitchers often? You said that it's not necessarily a good thing for them.
Well, they most likely have limited arms in these tournaments because at the high school level, you don't have a whole lot of guys that can throw very consistently at a high level. So the more pitchers you use further into the tournament, your arms are going to be tired, or you're going to have to use arms that aren't as good. Especially with the 24-hour turnaround that these teams are facing between games.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just looking at his practice pitches there, what do you think?
For Mount Ida, with a 2-run lead, bases loaded, it's going to be tough no matter what you're throwing. So it's going to be a tough job for Gaston, but I think he can definitely handle the job. But guys, Perkins also has skilled bats.
Well, we'll see how he works out here as we get back into it. Top of the 6th. No count.
Southpaw on the mound. First time we're seeing that today. First pitch he delivered is fouled. It's going to be number 20 taking the plate, and that's going to be Cooper Wilson. He's batting in the 8th spot today. He'll be followed by Cade Cox. And then back to the top of the order with Owen Glover. This one's sent to second. That's a double play opportunity. 6, 4, 3, and in time. What a turnaround for Mount Ida. They get out of the inning Despite the bases being loaded with one out, they flip the 6-4-3 double play. Best opportunity and best chance you could have got. And they get out of the top of the sixth, headed to the middle of the sixth, holding their 5-3 lead.
We'll be back with the bottom half of the 6th inning right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Don't go away. Do not change that dial.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Coming back here on the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of the 1A state baseball tournament as we get here into the bottom of the 6th.
Breaking ball drops in first strike on the first offer to number 7, Andy Black. He's been very impactful at the plate today for the Lions. This one sent down third base side and foul. Uriah Fortner remains on the mound for Guy Perkins. Just 3 outs remain for the Thunderbirds. This could be the last plate appearances of the day for Mount Ida as well.
We've got the Donkey says, excellent shot from center field. It's going to be thanks to Brad Caldwell as we get 1 out off 3 strikes.
Now it's going to bring up number 13, Chris Durrell, who has been, I'd say, the gold glover of the day for Mount Ida at second base and making plays all day long.
We got Cade Jackson says that the pitcher that they brought at number 16 for Mount Ida, he's a freshman.
That's very impressive. He's been good all day with the bat and now pitching. Be good for a long time to come for the Lions.
We got Tasha Williams says, let's go Fisher.
That goes high. Chris Durrell facing a 1-2 count. This one fouled back. Now another 1-2 delivery with 1 out. That's going to skip in the dirt. Ball 2. Foul tip back behind home plate. Both teams afraid to really give anything up here. Of course, Mount Ida, they're holding that 2-run lead, but they'd love to extend it. And Guy Perkins, they just want to get their bats back up without giving up any runs. This one's sent up back to the pitcher. Taken in by the shortstop, throw to first. In time. That's going to be out number 2 for the Thunderbirds. Getting close to the middle of the 6th, where they got the bats, or the middle of the 7th, excuse me. We'll get the bats back up.
Next up for Mount Ida.
Or we'll be the middle of the 6th, excuse me.
I just realized you can see us on that
This is
center
the
field
bottom of
cam.
the 6th. That strike drops in. 0-1. Bottom of the 6th. 1 out remains for Mount Ida before we flip over. This one sent to short. Throw in time. Takes us to the end of the 6th inning. Mount Ida holds that 5-3 lead, and Guy Perkins, with their last plate appearances of the day, potentially, unless they pick up these 2 runs, and the Mount Ida Lions 3 outs away from a semifinal appearance.
You're watching the 1A state baseball coverage right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. You don't want to miss anything. If you're looking for softball, that's going to be over on Arkansas Sports Network High School. We got both YouTube and Facebook pages in case you can't watch on one or you know somebody who's needing to watch on the other. We'll be back after these messages from the Arkansas Sports Network.
You're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
The final opportunity, the last gleam of hope for Guy Perkins. As a bunt is laid down in the first at-bat they see. The throw is in time. And man, Chris Durrell continues to make amazing plays at second base for Mount Ida. My goodness, that was great. Cade Cox was the one trying to lay down the bunt for the Thunderbirds. Good bunt at that, just a better play by Durrell.
Tasha Williams says, "Let's go, Cooper. Get a good hit."
Now number 5, Owen Glover, the leadoff hitter for Mount Ida. Mount Ida on the mound is still Gaston, the freshman. And we got Owen Glover of Guy Perkins at the plate with a 2-0 count looking his way. There's a first strike delivered. On deck will be number 6, Carden Foster. Strike 2, 2-2 count. Now the Deuce's delivery from Gaston. Fouled off and away behind third.
It's on its way to score a goal in the soccer field.
2-2, no runners on, 1 out. Top of the 7th. That breaking ball was beautifully placed. Catches that inside of the plate. And now just 1 out remains for Guy Perkins. Carden Foster is the one to take the plate. And it's a consecutive lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch catches the zone, 0-1. 2 strikes left on Guy Perkins' season. Hitting a little pop fly in foul territory. Very shallow. Couldn't get to it. Now 0-2. The 0-2 delivery from Gaston. Too high. The 1-2. Skips in front of the plate. 2-2. Both teams very anxious. Mount Ida knows they're about to have a semifinal appearance if they can get one more strike, one more out, and Guy Perkins' another season could be on the verge of ending with the same factors.
You'll want to stick around with us because after the game, we'll get coaches and a couple of players up here for some after-game interviews.
And that breaking ball will drop in for strike 3, looking. That takes us to the end of the game. Never how you want to end it. But Guy Perkins, nonetheless, a great season and an even better ending for Mount Ida. As their season's not done, they advance to the state semifinal, which will take place tomorrow here at the same field, Lonnie Arqual's field here at the University of the Ozarks. Mount Ida wins this game in 7 with a final of 5-3. Guy Perkins headed home. Great games by both teams. Phenomenal showing. Next game, I believe, is scheduled for a 12:30 start, and we'll see you then.
You'll want to stick around as we'll get an interview in with coach and a couple of these players. And we'll be right back as we go to a break right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Back after the finish between Mount Ida and Guy Perkins, we're about to be joined for an interview for Mount Ida's head coach and a couple players, so make sure to keep it here. We'll have that here shortly. Having good celebration after the game, of course. They just advanced to the state semifinals. When we get that, we'll be right back here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Alrighty, we got coach, and it looks like number 12 for the Mount Ida Lions coming up to get interviewed, and we'll have Cade all over that as we get them in here. Thanks for sticking with us. Again, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and we'll go ahead and get these interviews underway. Got Duran, and we got the man of the hour, the many hats man, wearing one of his many hats, Brad Caldwell. So we get coach in here. Looks like he's stopped a fellowship a little bit. Here he shows up. Get the camera on them.
TJ Wilson. Coach Wilson work. Coach Wilson. And okay, color. Okay,
You ready? All right, I'm here with Coach Wilson of Mount Ida and Kane McCullough, also of Mount Ida. I'm Caden Hauser here with the Arkansas Sports Network. Coach, it was a great game. You advanced to the state semifinal. What all type of work went in just to get here?
Oh, it's a lot of reps day in and day out. We got a great group of kids that show up and work extremely hard every day. We got low numbers. We've only got 12, so we're able to get a ton of reps daily, a lot of swings. And it's just a fun group of guys that enjoy being around each other. They listen, they're coachable. It's a lot of fun.
And, I will say the fielding was absolutely phenomenal today. I mean, all across the field, you had gold glovers everywhere, especially at second. Darrell was absolutely amazing today, I have to say. And, defense travels no matter what. Even the bats are off. You have great defense and great pitching. Moving forward, how much do you think that's going to help your squad?
Oh, it's huge. We walked way too many today. I didn't think Eli had his best stuff, but he got us through 5 1/3. We preach all the time: if you throw strikes and make the easy plays, and you'll have a chance. And I thought we made most of the routine plays today. We turned a huge double play right there to end the 6th inning. I thought that was key. So that was big. Started with 12, and Darrell turned it. You're right, Chris made some big plays today.
And Kane, this is a very big win. Y'all advanced to the state semifinal. What are y'all going to do to continue pushing forward and win big games?
Just keep playing together, do our thing. We practice every day just for this stuff right here. We, like you said, we put in the reps every single day, and we're going to continue to work together and just make it happen.
And yesterday, y'all were performing at Scranton High School. What kind of difference was it out on the field, batting here also with a very deep outfield? How much of a difference did that make to y'all on the field?
Well, the ball definitely bounces more true here, but a little more room out in the outfield. We got to make sure you keep the ball in front, but when we're hitting, we have an advantage, especially if we hit the gap shots. Just advance the runners.
And your brother Eli was, of course, on the mound today, and y'all bat 3-4. I'm sure this is very huge for you and your family. What's it mean to advance to the state semifinal and potentially win a state championship with your brother?
It'd be awesome, man. We've played since we were T-ball, and it's all led up to this right here, and we're really excited about it.
This is the Mount Ida Lions. They're going to advance to the state semifinal. That game will take place tomorrow. The winner of the game that you're about to watch, keep it here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Have a good one.
That's it for us here on the coverage of the 1A state basketball tournament. You won't want to miss this here. Did I say basketball? Oh my goodness. State baseball tournament, 1A state baseball tournament. We've been doing a lot of basketball last couple of weeks, so apologize for that. But here at the University of the Ozarks, we'll get you our next game, which looks like the Rockets. Do you know who's next? That's Scranton versus. That's not Scranton? Who is it? It looks like Scranton. I could be wrong. We got Brad Calder here joining us.
Conway St. Joseph and Concord, maybe? I believe that might be it. Conway St. Joe, they look very strong. Look like a strong team. This should it's excited to get a chance to see them.
Anything you want to say as we close this out?
I'm ready to call some ball. That's what I'm ready to do. And glad to have everybody along.
Totally forgot that was still on.
It's okay. I mean, it's all right, I guess. Whatever. I think they'd rather see the side of my head than nothing, right? I
Empty pitcher's mound?
And getting that center field cam was a doozy. In fact, I think people should cash at me for that.
If you'd like to send us Cash App, you can over at the hashtag ARSportsNet. You can see that up there in the top left-hand corner.
I just caught the end of that game that you guys had there. Did somebody hit one over the fence?
No, sir.
Well, I heard the commotion, and I know that it's. I mean, that doesn't matter, right? But
I mean, we had one.
We have said that no, we've not had anybody hit one out. Now Midland, they would have hit one out if you didn't have the 20-foot wall out there. The wall out there is at least 8 feet high, and then you've got out there in left center, you've got another 8 feet plus. So it's 16 to 20 feet is where we're at with that. And anyway, Aaron's fixing our camera there. So we've said it's going to take one heck of a shot to get one out of here.
Yeah, you got 305, 407, and
Well,
317.
the 305 is not that bad, but the 16 to 20 foot wall is.
Yeah.
It's a long way out there.
We had one that went pretty far back up center field. We had several that went out the side fences, but nothing out the back fence.
Center field is you're not if there's a kid in this tournament can hit one out of center field, man, I'm telling you, there's something.
It's the bounce and roll that really helps with the
Oh,
distance
if
there.
you roll that to the fence, I mean, you got a shot at getting in park home run.
I don't remember who it was or what team it was, but he hit one to the E in that first E in the Eagles before the guy got to it. We had several center field catches,
Right.
and we had one that landed in the softball game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Got dinged out there. One went to the softball batter's box.
Well, we better kill this one and get ready for the next one.
He is
And when
correct.
I say kill, I mean kill the stream. YouTube picked that up. They're bots. I don't want that to.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, well, guys, we'll see you here in just a few minutes here with Conway St. Joe, and I do believe it's Concord. It's hard to keep up, but we'll be back here very shortly.
Stick around with us, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and that'll let you know exactly when we go live. But we're done for this one. Stay tuned right here on the Arkansas Sports Network for the 1A baseball tournament live from the University of the Ozarks.